Yeah.
It's like, darn it, Monica.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Darn it, Monica. And she gets a new Tumblr thing as it's
A
recording.
notification. What up? What? That TV show.
What even? Hello YouTube and welcome back to another monthly Chronicle, this time for July of 2014. I'm joined by
Monica.
And today we're going to talk about a thing that is a thing.
Okay.
We're talking about Back to the Future. I also just realized I brought a Back to the Future t-shirt in my bag and I should be wearing it already. Because I plan things. It never seems like I do, but I plan things. I'm wearing it. There. Ignore.
Yep, you're wearing it.
But yeah, so Back to the Future just turned, what, 29 this year? Because I think, yeah, because it's 2014. It came out in 85, so it's 29 this year. It was just released on July 3rd, I believe, was its birthday.
The 3rd or the 2nd, yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking about that. And Monica is actually a newcomer to Back to the Future. She just saw it for the first time a while back. So what did you think of the movie?
I thought it was pretty good. Everybody yelled at me that I didn't see it, so I was like, okay, well, let me go see it, whatever. That moment in Best Buy when the associate and 6 other customers were just dumbfounded that I've never seen it. So I watched it. I thought it was really good. It's just a classic movie.
Yeah, it's one of those movies that's always been like, it's on everybody's list of like the best movies.
Yeah.
And truth be told, I never saw that movie until 2011. So I was on the list of people who had never seen it either for a very long time. People were always telling me that I should watch it and that were surprised that I had never watched it. I remember I was on my way to a film set one day and I was talking to a friend of mine and saying, like, yeah, I'm trying to catch up on all my classics. Like, I just watched Jurassic Park and I've got Back to the Future out of the library. I'm going to watch it later. He's like, you haven't seen either of those?
I haven't seen Jurassic Park either, so.
Okay, we'll have to fix that. There's a picture that just
day.
came up on your TV.
Oh.
You clicked on a thing. For those of you in the audience that can't see, Monica has her laptop hooked up to the television and she has a keyboard in her hands. So something accidentally clicked.
It's because my keyboard was on.
Okay,
I'll just move that over there.
Alright, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. But yeah, Back to the Future is one of those classic movies.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's what really made like Michael J. Fox famous and Christopher Lloyd. I mean, both of them have been in other things. Like, Michael J. Fox had been in a show, I think it was Family Matters?
I'm not sure.
He was in some show from the 80s. I never watched it. And then Christopher Lloyd was also in a show, and he had also been in one of the Star Trek movies before being in Back to the Future. I know, I'm a Trekkie.
Never seen those either.
She is a lot to catch up on.
I am a film student.
But anyway, Back to the Future.
Yes, Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
Ha!
That was a pun.
I'm funny.
It did spawn 2 more sequels out of it, which I don't think originally they intended to make sequels.
No, they did it after the big, like, deal that the first one did. They filmed the second and third one together, so they had the second one and they planned on doing the third one because apparently it like brings everything together. Yeah. That's what I was told. I've never seen either of them.
The second one, it's not as good as the first one, but I still like it. It's one of those ones you like it or you won't.
Yeah.
For me personally, I like it. I think it's still within the spirit of the first one. Third one's a departure, though. I didn't really care for the third one as much.
That's what I hear. The third one is like not good at all.
The second one kind of jumps all over the place because some of it's in the future, some of it's in the past, some of it's in the present. And then the third one just goes back to Western times. So, yeah, you can kind of tell by that.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's a lot of things about Back to the Future as well from, like, filmmaking standpoints. There was a few things about it that was really kind of against what people were expecting it to be. Because I remember reading about how when Robert Zemeckis, the director, was pitching this idea to different studios, Disney was interested in it, but they turned it down because of the scene with Marty and Lorraine in the car when Lorraine kisses him.
Oh, yeah.
They felt that was just, they didn't want any part of it.
Because it's Disney.
Yeah, it's Disney. So that's why Disney passed on it, and eventually Paramount, was it Paramount?
I'll be right back.
No, it's Universal. I just remembered. It's Universal. Universal did Back to the Future.
You're right. It's Universal.
Yeah. And so there was that. And they also, when they started filming with a different actor from Marty originally, because Michael J. Fox, like I said, he was on that show at the time. So his schedule didn't work with their original filming shoot. I started saying shoot and schedule at the same time. Filming schedule. Yeah.
Schedule.
So they started filming with another actor. I think his name was Eric Stoltz.
Okay.
And then they filmed I don't know how many scenes, but there's some footage still remaining of Eric Stoltz as Marty that they filmed, and then they were watching it back. They're like, they just didn't like the chemistry. Eventually said they didn't want him anymore. They let him go and made a deal with the show that Michael J. Fox was on that they would shoot the show during the day, and during the night, Michael J. Fox would shoot Back to the Future, and then all the daytime scenes had to be shot on weekends. So he was pretty much working like 24/7.
That poor guy.
Yeah, for about a month or however long it takes to film a movie back in the 80s. Not only that, but they also had to be pushing out more filming because they were falling behind schedule when they had to recast Marty.
Oh yeah.
So they had to make up for what they had lost and put more. And that those reshoots cost a lot of money too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There's actually one shot in the movie still of him as Marty. It's during the when he's in the DeLorean, the terrorists are chasing him around the parking lot. One of the far shots where it's just the outside of the car, you can't really see who's driving. One of those shots is still Eric Stoltz, not Michael J. Fox, but really who's going to notice?
Right. All they know it's Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, or his stunt double, because let's face it.
Yeah, let's face it.
That's one of those things too. Is like there's one shot in the movie where it's fairly obvious that he has a stunt double because the stunt double's quite a bit taller than him.
Oh God, yeah.
He was a little guy.
Yeah. Okay, what I really liked in Back to the Future was all of the little changes that you could tell were made, like when the mall was Twin Pines Mall or something.
Twin Pines.
And then at the because he ran over one of the pine trees, it was
Lone Pine Mall.
And
yeah.
I just thought it was so funny. You could just see all of these differences. The one thing I didn't like, and I guess it's just really irrelevant, was the fact that his whole life had changed when he came back, but he was still with the same girl.
Yeah, and in the same house.
Exactly. And honestly, I guess
some of those things didn't exactly make sense, but
I guess it's for the pleasure of the movie to keep him with this girl that they built up to be so madly in love with and stuff. But
funny story about that too.
Okay.
In the second and third movie, that character is played by a different actress. So he really did have a different girl in the second and third movie. It was still supposed to be Jennifer Parker, but
right.
It was a different actress playing her. I've been doing this thing on my Tumblr page where I've been posting different movie score themes for every day of July. And when I did Back to the Future, I think ironically was actually the day Back to the Future turned 29, and I didn't even realize it because I didn't know that was the day.
Yeah.
And
I think I saw that on your Tumblr, and I thought you did that on purpose.
No, I didn't do that on purpose. That was pure coincidence.
That's hilarious.
I was just like, yeah, Back to the Future, that's a good one. I'll post that one.
That's hilarious.
It was pure coincidence. But when I did that, I made the point that back in those days, this was still when movie scores for that kind of a movie was expected to be kind of like disco or kind of the music of the time, and they didn't do that. They went with the traditional symphonic orchestra score, and it's actually become one of the more iconic scores of the 1980s.
Oh, yeah.
Is there anything else we could talk about for the movie?
Not anymore, not since it's fresh in my mind anymore. We should have watched the movie before.
We should have,
but
maybe.
We were busy doing stupid Tumblr stuff.
Yeah, we were originally going to do this with another person, but she had to leave because we wasted a lot of time on Tumblr. I still think we should have recorded our reactions to all the Tumblr
stuff.
Oh
my god.
That would have been hilarious.
We're definitely going to have to record Sharknado too.
Yeah.
And do a video blog.
Yeah, I want to do that one, yeah. So, well, if we don't have anything else to talk about, I guess we can wrap this video up. And so, how I normally do monthly Chronicle videos is that at the end of every one, I'll do like a film fun fact. But whenever it's been dedicated specifically to a movie, I don't do it because you probably had some sort of trivia dropped while in
yeah.
it. So I guess we could just wrap it up then. So
we should tell them a regular fun fact.
What's a regular fun fact?
That. Oh God, I know so many. Oh, my mind is blanked. Yeah, I have no idea. Stay classy.
Stay classy.
I always get yelled at because I'm a film student, and they're like, "You haven't seen this movie?"
Oh, I get yelled at all the time
me.
too because I haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
I've seen like the first half hour of it, and I just don't want to watch the rest.
I've seen enough of it to get enough of it. I've seen the Big Kahuna scene, so I think I've seen.
I'm so over that scene. There was like this huge hype built up to it, like during the first year at school, that like it just wore me out.